The analysis of this following interrogation is constructed for educational purposes. Viewers' discretion is advised. On June 15, 2018, sheriffs from the Greene County Police Department were notified of unusual behaviors regarding a Facebook status posted by a woman named Blanchard. A wellness check was requested by worried neighbors claiming this isn't like her to talk like that. Police would arrive at Dee's residence located at 2103 West Volunteer Way, Springfield, Missouri. Upon arrival, police would find Dee laying face down, deceased. Her cause of death were a result of multiple stab wounds to the back, torso, and nape. Not only was Dee brutally murdered, Gypsy, her 16-year-old paraplegic daughter, was missing as well. Before we indulge into this bizarre case, first, let's take a look into who exactly is Dee and Gypsy Rose. Claudine Blanchard, also known as Dee, was born in Chack Bay, Louisiana. Being one of 5 children, Claudine had quite the reputation of stealing, especially from family members. This type of behavior would only get worse as she would eventually have trouble with the law for numerous reasons. Despite the wrongdoings during her adolescence and teenage years, Claudine would eventually become a nurse's aide, assisting patients with activities and day-to-day medication. On June 27, 1991, Claudine would conceive a child, naming her Gypsy. During Gypsy's childhood years, Dee would self-diagnose Gypsy with numerous health complications, such as sleep apnea, asthma, anemia, leukemia, lung disease, epilepsy, and muscular dystrophy. She claimed Gypsy suffered from a chromosomal disorder. When Gypsy was 7, she experienced a minor injury resulting in her mother demanding her to be put in a wheelchair, when the girl could indeed walk. Gypsy was told to pretend to act paralyzed, to which she did. A few months later, she was admitted into the Special Olympics event and crowned honorary queen during a parade in Louisiana. The medication did not stop as Dee claimed Gypsy suffered from hearing and vision related problems. She also had multiple of her teeth removed and a completely shaved head. In 2008, Dee and Gypsy's house were destroyed in Hurricane Katrina, resulting in them living in an apartment in Aurora. Fortunately for them, the Habitat of Humanity built them a house made specifically for them to live in. Years go by and Gypsy would eventually meet a man by the name of Godejohn. Nicholas suffered from Asperger's syndrome, a condition prominent on the autism spectrum. Dee forbade the two from communicating, but they still persisted. On June 18, Dee was found deceased in her home with multiple stab wounds to her body. Gypsy and Nicholas were later seen on surveillance checking into a hotel. They were later arrested and taken into custody. In the beginning of this interrogation, Gypsy was told to wait until she can speak to a detective.
Are you doing okay there?
Yes, sir.
You staying warm enough?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you need any water or anything?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good, thank you.
A somewhat anxious Gypsy can be seen sitting upright inspecting her surroundings before she glances at the door and begins to play with a stuffed animal.
Gypsy Rose, when you came up here, did you bring the property, did you bring clothing with you?
I did. I brought a suitcase and I brought a backpack.
You brought a suitcase and a backpack. Was there any medications or anything in the suitcase or the backpack?
There was some pain pills. I just
Okay.
took my medicine like I was supposed
Okay.
to.
All right. Are you doing good right now? You need any water or anything?
Some water would be nice.
Okay, so why don't you step on out here, we'll get you some water. Do you need to use the restroom at all?
Yes, sir.
She was then returned to where she would be given a blanket to make her more comfortable.
Here you go, Gypsy. Got a blanket for you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. There you go.
Yes, sir.
These small gestures of kindness often make people indulge deeper into conversation, which can later be referenced to or cross-examined to see what coincides with the evidence. Nicholas's interrogation would start the same way. He was seated in a room closest to the door to provide a sense of escape. He was told he'd have to wait for detectives to arrive in order to proceed with the investigation.
Oh, it's metal furniture. This is supposed to be made out of metal. Wow. I've never actually been in the sheriff's office before. Or a department for that matter. I've never been in here before.
We're given an inside look into Nicholas's thought process as he may not be aware the room is being recorded. Nicholas will monologue and self-talk his thoughts that randomly encounter his mind.
Hey Nick, you holding up?
Alright, I guess.
I found Gypsy. She's just on the other side,
Yes.
and she's doing fine. Matter of fact, she's got a nice soft room. She's got a couch. She's kind of resting, laying down. And I let her know that, hey, same thing Nick was really concerned about. We'll let him know I'm fine. And she said, I'm being treated well.
Okay.
So all is well. Hopefully that gives you a little peace of mind.
It does give me a little peace of mind. I'm completely grateful. I'm grateful you did that for me, sir.
No problem. And I let her know you were fine as well, and that you were kind of in the building, so she was comforted by that as well. Okay?
Okay, sir.
All right, and I'll try to get an answer for you here pretty soon.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Once again, we will be given the hindsight of Nicholas's thought process as this unfolds before our very eyes.
He doesn't know the final answer, but he did tell me what he could find out. I don't know the final answers. I mean, I'm gonna work with them if they work with me. That's all I ask for, is them to work with me, and I'll work with them. It's all about communication. I'm worried about her. I'm worried about her. I tried to be as receptive as I can at this point, but I'm just worried about her, and that's all I can think about. Just her. Her, and only her. That woman, that means everything to me. She does. She means everything to me.
Yeah.
I was wondering, is there any way I could possibly use the bathroom, please?
Yep.
The police officer holds eye contact for a few seconds with Nicholas, most likely analyzing his behavior. The officer instinctually reciprocates this information as the following gestures are specifically calculated rather than being polite. Nicholas is handcuffed in front and reluctantly allowed to use the bathroom.
Yep, and there's your chair, so
Thank you.
you can have a seat there and I'll be a little bit more comfortable with those in front there like that, okay?
Yeah, it's a lot more comfortable.
Alrighty. Just give me a holler if you need anything, alright?
Okay, I have one other question.
Yep.
I was wondering, when am I supposed to be able to talk to, I guess there was a detective that wanted to talk to me?
Right. Yeah, I don't know I'm not, when they're going to be here or not, so as soon as I figure out that, I will let you know.
Okay, and then will he have all the rest of the answers I need to know? Or?
I would assume so, yeah.
Okay.
Okay?
Alright, thank you, sir.
Thanks, Nick.
How about that, huh, buddy?
Sir, thank
Who
you.
does it better?
You.
Nobody than Detective Brenner, right? All right, drink it up and enjoy.
Thank you, sir.
If you need anything, you need to let us know. Give us a high sign. Yeah, see? Just like that. That's good.
Main ingredients, chocolate.
Make you nervous. All right, we're gonna get you some food.
Oh,
How about that? Would that be good?
Oh, yeah, I am.
A little nutrition. It'll be a back lunch. I think there'll be some milk in there, some food, probably a sandwich of some sort, huh?
Yeah.
That sounds kind of good, huh?
Yeah.
I'm kind of hungry too. I'm a little jealous. You get to eat and I don't. How does that work? All right, so stand by. Probably within the next 5 minutes, we're gonna get you a little food. Okay?
Okay, I have one question, sir.
Yes, sir. Go ahead and ask
I
it.
was wondering, is there any update on the situation with my girlfriend Gypsy?
I think they took her to the hospital to make sure she's doing okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's in really good care. The hospital we have here is among the best in the country.
Yeah.
So it's really good.
Yeah, I was.
So don't worry about her. She's going to be very well taken care of.
Okay, because
She's in great hands.
Okay, because I was worried about her the entire time because I don't know what's exactly going on.
Yeah. Good Lord said to practice patience.
That
Right?
is true.
That is true, right?
Yeah. And then, is there any other news you can tell me of her besides that?
No, that's all I know. I mean, I know that just probably 10 minutes ago, a deputy has taken her to the emergency room just to make sure that she's okay, and they're gonna, take the best care of her. So she's in really good hands.
Okay.
So she's being very well taken care of.
Okay.
I mean, not as good as you are, because you have two of the finest detectives that are taking care of you. So you're even getting better attention than she is.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just wondering because, I don't know, did anyone talk to her already?
No.
No one talked to her?
No.
Oh, as I know that, I heard that, what do you call him, a detective wanted to talk to me, but I don't know why they wanted to, take her too. I'm confused on what's going on.
Yeah, don't worry about it. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. We'll keep you posted as things kind of go along here.
Okay, because...
So at some point in time, there's going to be someone that's going to want to talk to you. And I don't know anything about it, but I do know that you're here, and that's all I know.
Okay.
Fair enough, right?
Yeah, it's fair enough.
How's your water? Is it cold enough?
Yeah, it's cold enough.
Okay.
I have another thing I wanted to just, maybe you can fill me in on. I was wondering, is she gonna be released from the hospital, or what's actually gonna happen?
That I don't know. That's, that's where we talked about, patience.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So everything will be in due time. Okay.
Because,
I'll probably know a lot by later today.
Okay, because
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure she was okay, and I want to go hold her one more time, is what
Yeah. Okay.
because just to make sure she's really, because obviously truth can always be seen from a physical perspective.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why
You just want to comfort her, right?
yes,
Make her
yes,
feel better.
Yes,
Yeah.
'cause I've been worried about her for a while.
Yeah. No, that's okay. That's understandable. You love her, right? Okay. Hey, guess what? This is only temporary. Just patience.
Okay,
Relax.
patient as I can be.
Yep. And just in due time, right?
Okay,
Fair enough?
that's fair enough, sir.
Okay. You can call me Bob.
Oh, okay.
Bob.
Okay, well.
See? How easy that was, right, dude? All right, I gotta go get your food.
Okay.
All right, stand by to stand by.
Okay, stand by to that. Cool.
The officer does a great job empathizing and comforting Nicholas as they have a brief discussion about Gypsy. The officer then leaves to get Nicholas food. Then, Nicholas begins to talk to himself yet again, but this time his emotions for Gypsy almost reveals incriminating evidence.
I'm worried about her. I really am. I just want to she's okay. I want to be reunited with her as soon as possible. She did a perfect job, obviously, getting out of the house because...
Oh,
Wow, that was
done.
fast.
I'm just quick. Right? All right, so here's what we got for you, buddy. Only the finest sandwich. The bologna is probably imported from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So there's that. There's a little mayo packet there probably on there, or ketchup or something. It looks like this. Salad, fresh, something. So I'm assuming this is like a mayo. How about this? Got a little bit of that. Got a milk for you, or no, this is 100% apple juice. I don't know if you like apple juice.
Yeah, yeah, would you?
Okay, a little apple juice for you. Okay, and do you like oranges?
Yes, I do like oranges.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this just like this. Put your orange here. So when you're peel off your orange, just throw the peels right in there. When you're done with all this stuff, right in the garbage.
Okay, got it, sir.
You're going to be able to unpeel that, you think, yourself?
I could try.
Well, go ahead and move your seat up, dude. Get right up there like you're eating.
Oh, you do well.
Yeah, I can help you. Okay, there you go. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Let us know if you need anything.
Okay.
How you going to do it? Hi sign.
It's very nice.
Hi sign. There you go.
Thank you for everything you've done.
You are welcome. All right.
He was given a blanket and a magazine to keep him occupied whilst waiting for detectives to arrive.
Hey, Gypsy, this is Stan.
Hi, Gypsy.
Let you guys
Hi.
talk.
I'm Detective Hancock. I'm with Green County Sheriff's Office. How are you today? Good. Doing all right? Good. Good. All right. Well, Gypsy, I'm here and I'm going to get a little bit of information from you. So, since this is the first time I've ever met you, okay? So, what is the correct spelling of your first name? Good. Well, Gypsy, we are here investigating something, so I do need to talk with you about some things, okay?
I'm thankful because I have no idea why I'm here.
Okay.
Nobody will tell me anything.
Yeah.
Detective Hancock finally arrives, relieving Gypsy of her anxiety. Gypsy then expresses not having a clue as to why she's in police custody. This type of behavior creates a facade portraying false innocence in this particular type of situation.
I am going to just read your Miranda just here real quick, okay? And just let you know. How much schooling do you have?
Unfortunately, I was homeschooled, but my education is kind of scattered, so I have the basic of a third grader.
Okay. Do you know how to read and write okay and everything? Okay, good.
Not so much spell very good, but I could read.
Okay. How would you say your comprehension level is?
Good.
Good. Okay. All right. Okay. You do have the right to remain silent.
Nicholas was greeted with similar courtesy, but the arrival of the detective doesn't fully relieve his anxiety, as Nicholas' main concern is Gypsy and her safety.
Nicholas. That's what we talked to.
Hi.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Hello. So you've been here a long time waiting on me to get
Oh
here?
my gosh, have I ever been.
I tried to get here as fast as I could. Are you tired?
I stayed awake the entire time.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to talk to you, and I guess you said you wanted to talk to me, so
Yeah,
all
yeah.
right.
Yeah, I
All
want.
right, I'm sure you have a lot of questions.
Yeah,
You probably want to know what's going on with Gypsy.
yeah.
Okay, I'm going to answer your questions for you. Before I do, I'm going to read you your Miranda rights. Have you ever been read your Miranda rights before?
It sounds familiar.
Sometimes they do it on TV. And the way I do it's going to be a little different than probably what you've seen on TV, but it's probably about the same, okay?
Okay.
All right. Can you read and write?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask you some questions I already know the answers to, and that's one of them. I know you can read and write. So whenever I'm talking to you, I may ask you some questions I already know the answers to, okay? Okay? Will you fill out this top part for me?
Here, the female detective keeps a friendly disposition, but she reminds Nicholas of the evidence they possibly have against him. This psychological tactic often prevents suspects from completely falsifying information in relation to their alibi.
I want to tell you that what I've got to talk to you about, if you're involved in this, then you need to tell me that now. Okay?
I'm completely 100% honest.
And let me talk for just a second, okay? But if you're involved in this, then you need to be honest with me and you need to tell me now and not wait till later. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want you to understand that there's just some things going on that you need to be made aware of, and I think that you're aware of it, okay? All right? My concern at this point, let me back up with something. You're here, do you know where you're at right now?
Yes.
Okay, where are you at right now?
I'm at the Waukesha Police Department.
Okay. All right, and How did you lived in Missouri at one point, right? Okay, and how did you get from Missouri to here?
Not but a week ago, it was, well, it all started when, I met my boyfriend, Nick.
Okay.
And, we met on an online dating website. My mom had a laptop, and so I used hers.
Okay.
But,
Let me back up a second, for just a second, okay? Earlier when I said, let's be honest with each other, okay? I'll be honest with you as long as you're honest with me.
Rather than blatantly telling Gypsy he knows she is being deceptive, Detective Hancock insinuates this message by abruptly cutting off Gypsy and reminding her to always be truthful.
And I want you to understand that you need to be honest with me. And if you're involved in anything that I'm about ready to tell you, then you need to tell me, okay? Your mom's dead, okay? Now, what I want to ask you is, your mom's passed away, okay? And she's deceased, all right? Now, what I want to ask you, did you have involvement in this? Okay.
No.
Hang on, listen to me for just a second, okay? I want you to understand something, okay? Remember the snowball that we talked about? You remember the pencil that we talked about? I'm going to demonstrate something with a pencil here, okay? Look at me. You don't want that, do you?
No.
I don't think you do. I wouldn't want that.
No.
So we've got to rewrite history. We've got to rewrite some things, don't we? Okay? And I think that's where we're at with all this, all right? What happened with your mom that night?
I don't know what happened with my mom at all.
Okay, just listen to me, okay, sweetheart? You know what happened to your mom, okay? Do not dig yourself in a bunch of lies, because what's going to happen, that snowball's going to get so huge, sweetheart, that it's going to explode on you, and you're never, ever going to dig yourself out of it. Do you understand me?
I understand.
So I want to know, okay, why?
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 What?
Why did you guys hurt your mom? Okay.
We would never.
Sweetheart,
hurt
look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Unlike Detective Hancock, the female detective seems more receptive and willing to listen to Nicholas's past. This is quite effective as this forces the detective to gain a bond or relationship with Nicholas. This will overall make him more susceptible into engaging into conversation.
As you can imagine, we've talked to Gypsy a lot tonight.
Because it's been quite a wait.
Yeah, so we've talked to her, and she's told us a whole bunch of stuff that's happened to you guys, and so I kind of just want to talk to you and start from the beginning, maybe, like how you guys met, or whatever, you know.
Okay.
Is that, can we start from where you guys met? Would that make you feel comfortable?
I'm fine with that.
Okay, where did you guys meet?
Nicholas recalls every event from when they first met to their arrival at the hotel they were arrested in.
That's all I believe.
Okay.
Okay? Because you missed a lot in there. And I understand that you missed a lot because you don't know what to say because you don't know what Gypsy said. I understand that. But I'll tell you right now, Gypsy did tell me everything. She told us everything. She told us about you coming there. She told us what happened to Mom. She told us about your guys' relationship. She told us about the cleanup. She told us about all of that. Okay?
You think that it's me? Why don't you think that it's me? I have always thought my mom and I are best friends.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Please don't dig yourself in this hole. And that's what you're doing. You're still doing it. Okay?
It's not fair. It's not fair to Gypsy for her to be honest and you to lie. Okay? So what I want to know is can you tell me this first?
Okay.
Did Gypsy know that you were going to kill her mother?
Honestly, she asked me to.
Okay. So Gypsy knew you were going to do it because Gypsy asked you to.
Yes.
Why did she ask you to do that?
Because she felt it was her only way to be with me.
Okay.
It's still uncertain to this day why Nicholas willingly confessed to police about murdering Dee Dee. What we can say is Nicholas's confession directly contradicts Gypsy's alibi. He states Gypsy asked him to commit the homicide. Gypsy claims she has no clue about it.
why this happened?
I don't even really know what happened.
Okay.
I came here because my mother kicked me out of my house. She and I were having relationship problems. I guess she wanted me to stay a little girl forever. She didn't really like my boyfriend. And she was like, pretty much, if you want to move to Wisconsin with him, fine, go.
As Gypsy recalls every moment leading up to this specific day, the detective has no problem asserting dominance by interrupting Gypsy mid-sentence, reminding her not to stray from the topic.
Hey, hang on a minute. Okay. We're going in a totally different direction here. Okay. We're going to get back to where we started from. Okay. This investigation is very thorough. Okay. And there's a lot of whys, and you need to answer those whys. Okay.
And what kind of things would Gypsy tell you that she wanted you to do?
She wanted, the thing is that I know she loves her mom a lot. I know she does.
Yeah.
I was up here with her, and she felt guilty about the whole situation. I had to make sure she was safe. And meaning, like, I had to make sure she felt like she could be comforted
by you. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because, and then the truth is, okay, I'll admit it. I did actually stab her mom. I will admit it.
I know. Okay.
The only reason I did it is because I did it for me and her. That's the real reason I did it. I would have never did it if it was not for me and her.
Okay. So you wouldn't have done it if somebody else would have asked?
No.
Okay.
There's no way I would have did it for anyone else.
Okay, so you just
I
did it.
truly do worship her to the point there's nothing I want to do for her.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think you've proved that, right?
Yes.
I think that you've proved that you do what she asked you to do, if that's the case, if she did ask you.
Look, Nick and my mom didn't get along very good.
Okay.
But that's all I know.
Okay. So why do you think Nick did this?
I didn't say he did.
Sweetheart, I already know. I've already talked to people. Okay.
Yeah, she did ask me.
Okay, and she asked you more than once? Did she ask you why you were here?
She asked me more than once because what happened was, at first she wanted, because the thing was is that she wanted to do it herself, but she was too, what's the word, not cautious, it's, I guess skittish is the word I'm looking for.
Okay.
She didn't want to actually do it.
Okay.
Because she couldn't live with herself doing it.
Okay.
And as for me, I honestly to this day I still feel guilty about it.
Okay.
I do.
Right.
Because I learned so much about her mom after she told me and more about it after actually being able to live with her for a little while.
Right.
I actually realized how great of a mom she was.
Okay, so it kind of makes you feel a little guilty.
No. I feel a lot more guilt than that.
Okay.
And she said that he seems like the head in a closet type of person that kind of murders and kills and
Your
like
mom was right.
Jeffrey Dahmer kind of person.
You think your mom was right? You know your mom was right. You hit it right on the nail on the head, sweetheart. You know your mom was right when she said that.
Oh, cause so Gypsy's telling you about her mom.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah, how
Okay.
she is and her accomplishments and all, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So when you came here to Springfield, that was your purpose to come here so that way you could do that for Gypsy?
Yes, because I wanted to be with her and I
Okay.
wanted,
So did Gypsy know you was coming here then to go ahead and kill Dee?
yes.
Okay.
Did you try to stop him? Okay. Hey, I'm proud of you. Look at me. I'm very proud of you for that. Okay, this is about to step in my direction. Okay. How did you try to stop him? Did you try to pull the knife away from him? Was that a yes? I can't guess with your nodding, so that's why I'm asking you. It looks like you're shaking your head up and down. Is that a yes?
Yes.
And so how did you get the knife? Like where'd the knife come from? Did you bring it with you from here?
No.
Okay. Did you buy it somewhere?
She bought it for me.
Who bought it for you?
Gypsy.
Where'd she buy it from?
Online.
She bought it online?
Or wait, no, it was not online. I gotta get that straight. It's not
Yeah,
online.
don't lie, because you don't want to get Gypsy in trouble for something because you're going to lie about it.
I know,
Okay.
I know. She somehow found a way to get one at Walmart. I don't know how she did, but she did.
So when you didn't bring a knife from here?
No.
So when you got here, she had a knife?
Yeah.
So did
He killed my mom.
He killed your mom.
Yes, I know it.
How did he do that? What point was she asleep or
She was
awake?
asleep, and I got up to use the restroom. And at that point, he had put me in the bathroom, and he had locked the door.
Okay.
where was Gypsy at when you were stabbing her? When you were stabbing Dee in the bed, where was Gypsy at?
She was hiding in the bathroom.
Okay. Why was she in the bathroom? Why was she hiding in the bathroom?
Because she didn't know if her mom was going to kill me or not.
Oh, okay. So she thought Mom might kill you.
Yes.
Okay. Did she think Mom had a weapon, or?
She didn't believe I could actually do it. That's what I think it was.
Okay. She didn't think that you would just go in there and you don't know if she
Yeah,
had confidence in you? Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, she didn't think I was
Okay.
capable of it. Is what it was.
Whose decision was it for her to go in the bathroom while this was happening?
She said that's what she wanted to do,
Okay.
so I just let her do it. And
Okay.
she locked the door behind her, so.
You stabbed Dee in the bed, and Gypsy's in the bathroom, and so what happens after you're done stabbing Dee?
I knocked on the door, and I also scratched on the door twice to let her know that was me instead of her mom.
Oh, so is that a code you guys came up
Yeah.
with? Okay, so what was the code again?
It was 3 knocks and then 2 scratches.
Okay, 3 knocks, 2 scratches, and then that was so that way she would know in the bathroom. That was so Gypsy would know that it was you and not her mom.
Yep.
Okay, and did you guys plan that out before?
Like I said, we went back and forth between more than one idea, but that would end up being the one that we stick with.
Okay. So, after that happens, after you do the 3 knocks and the 2 scratches, does she open the door?
Not right away.
Okay, what happens?
She wanted to shave her private part
Okay.
and her legs.
Okay, she wanted to shave her private part and her legs?
Yes, for me.
Okay.
It's kind of.
What did you do while she's shaving her legs and stuff?
I waited for her.
Okay. And then she gets out of the bathroom? Is her legs shaved and everything's
Yes.
shaved?
Proud of you, sweet.
And he opened the door, and he was covered. His hands had blood on it, and he had cut himself with his finger.
You know if it was his left hand or his right hand?
It was, oh gosh, I think this hand.
Okay.
And what happened was, he commanded me to clean him up,
Okay.
and
How did you do that?
I cleaned things up with wipes, and,
With like, what kind of wipes?
baby wipes.
Baby wipes? Okay.
Okay, so did you guys clean up any blood or anything?
Yes.
Okay, what kind of blood got cleaned up?
I believe it must have been mine because I accidentally stabbed myself in the process.
Where'd you stab yourself at?
Right here.
Oh my goodness, do you need stitches or anything?
No, I've been holding it.
Okay. So when you and Gypsy are cleaning up the blood, are you helping Gypsy clean up the blood, or is just Gypsy doing it, or just you doing it?
For a while we did it together.
Okay.
And then because she wanted to get it done faster, she did it herself.
Okay.
Afterward.
And what did she do it with?
She used a odor, what the heck was it? It was like a cleaner / odor remover.
Okay. Do you remember what kind of bottle it was in?
It was like a reddish bottle.
Reddish bottle? Okay.
There was also these wipes that she used.
Okay. Cleans? Is she still naked when she's cleaning?
Yeah, she did the entire thing. She felt like she was in a rush, so she did the entire thing.
Okay, did it naked.
Yep.
And then he took me to my bedroom, and he made me take off all my toys off the bed.
So it made you take all your toys off your bed? Okay.
He raped me.
And he raped you?
Or what kind of bed does she have?
It was, the biggest thing I can remember about her bed is that it was full, and I mean full of stuffed animals.
Okay.
Gosh.
How did you guys have sex on the bed if there was a bunch of stuffed animals?
We threw all of it off of it.
Okay.
We were just...
Throwing them off onto the floor? Or
Yeah.
did Gypsy enjoy the sex? Like, or was she telling you to leave her alone?
No, she didn't tell me to leave it alone.
Okay.
It was very consensual. I mean, she pushed me a little bit away because she wasn't sure how rough I was going to be.
Okay.
But then after that, I reassured her that everything was fine. And after that, she just gave in because she knew that I was not going to hurt her.
Okay. So then she just gave in and just...
Yeah.
And then after he was finished, he gave me grab my bag. And
Grab your bag?
grab my bag to pack stuff.
Okay.
I know that helping him clean up was wrong. But he said I had to, and he grabbed me by the throat, and he said I had to.
Okay.
And so that's why I did it. And we took a cab back to his hotel.
Okay, so you guys get everything packed, she wiped down the fingerprints, and then what do you guys do?
We get a taxi and we get to the hotel from the taxi.
Okay.
Where was the hotel at?
The Days Inn on Kentwood. What's gonna happen to me, sir?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, and we'll talk about that, okay? I want to get a few more things out of the way, okay? Did you have knowledge that Nicholas was going to kill your mom before he did it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sit tight for me, okay?
I just want to clear this up.
Okay.
The reason why at first I was lying is because I thought me and her agreed on a lie story.
Yeah, most people do agree on the lie story.
And that's the reason why I went with it.
Yeah, I know.
And then I learned that she told me everything, so I just let it all out.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to follow along with the full thing, whether it's the truth or not the truth. I want to make sure that I get the full story straight with what she says too. So
Okay. Do you think you've done that so far?
I only hope I did, because I've told only nothing but the truth.
Okay.
Hey, Gypsy. Sorry to have to wake you up. Talk to your boyfriend. There's a whole lot of stuff you're leaving out, girl.
Like what?
Well, I'm not going to get into it with you, okay? You're leaving a lot of stuff out that you need to probably tell me. You want to talk to me about it? Tell me about it?
Sure, I'll tell you.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
You planned this with him, okay? You didn't get locked in the bathroom, okay? I'm not stupid.
I know.
First of all, the lock's on this side, so you can't get locked in there.
I know.
Okay, you went in there because you brought that knife into the picture. You brought the idea into the picture.
I didn't bring the idea.
You did bring it into. You brought the whole thing in the idea,
No.
and he did it for you.
No. Okay,
Yeah.
no.
He did. Okay? So, the lies, they're done. I'm not going to sit in here all night long.
No, I
doing this
won't
with you.
give you. I won't give you any life. I did not think of this. I know that he has a evil side, and he did want to do it.
Okay, I understand that. I understand that.
He wanted to get rid of my mom.
Yeah, for
He
you.
wanted- Yes, for me.
Yeah, because you asked him to.
He wanted to.
Yeah, because
and
you asked him to. Plain and simple.
we.
Gypsy, we're not playing this game, okay?
I-
You asked him to. That's why he did it. Okay? Plain and simple. We're not playing this game. I'm not going to spend all my night long listening to your lies anymore. You told me the truth on some things, but you left a lot of stuff out. You left a lot of stuff out. So we're not playing this game, okay? He's already told me everything. Everything.
We're both trying
The
to.
knife was mailed. You guys mailed it. Here, okay? We know where the knife's at. So the gig's up. You're done. It's up. You're done. You're done. You hated your mom.
I did not hate my mom. I I did not hate my mom. I
Yeah, you
loved
did.
my mom, and
You would have never done this to your mom.
He needs to tell you that I honestly have been having horrible, and I didn't want to do it, and he said that he would commit suicide if we didn't.
Yeah.
Did he tell you that?
Yep. Yep.
I said that it was a bad thought that I was thinking, and yeah,
So-
I don't think that we should be doing this.
A lot of people think about stuff, but when you act, that's when you cross the line, and that's what you've done. You acted upon it, and he acted upon it. So, okay, we're done. You're obviously going to keep telling me lies, so I'm going to
I'm
talk
not,
to you
sir.
about it.
I'm
Okay.
not, sir.
All right. Now you're going to be booked in for, later on down the line, you're going to be booked in for probably murder, okay? As long as, and with him as well, okay? All
I
right?
didn't murder my mom, sir.
Listen to me.
Sir,
Listen
I
to me.
didn't.
You did, because you're behind it. You pulled all the strings on it,
I
and
didn't.
you're behind it.
I
I'm not,
didn't.
listen, Gypsy, I'm not going to sit and argue with you about it, okay?
All I wanted was
So-
to come and get me.
No, that's not all you wanted. There's a lot more to this whole story that you're leaving out. I'm not going to play the sympathetic game. I'm not like that, okay? I can see right through it, okay?
Please, I'm not able to be in jail. I have a lot of medical needs.
I understand that, and they'll get taken care of, okay? So, sit tight.
I want a lawyer. Please, sir. Sir. I want a lawyer. Please, I need a lawyer.
Okay, have a seat.
Please, someone help. Help me. I didn't do this. I didn't do this.
We'll be right with you, okay? We'll let you know what's going on.
You come back, guys. Something else I need to tell you.
Okay, he actually stepped out right now, so if you just want to hold that, and when he comes back, we'll be able to, okay?
All right?
Everything okay?
Yes,
All right. You're on the floor there?
I'm just scared.
Okay. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to end up moving you from this room here. And for the night, we're going to put you up in a spot up in the jail. But it'll be probably about another 5 minutes, and then I'll walk you up there, okay? So yeah, come on, put your boots on, stay comfortable for a couple minutes, and I'll get you up there.
Yes, sir.
All right, we are ready to head up. What we're going to do is we're kind of be in the jail facility. We're going to wait there for a while, and investigators will probably talk to you again in the morning, but at least this gives you an opportunity to probably get something to eat and get some regular sleep, okay? So, yeah, if you want to step out, by policy, we're going to have to put some handcuffs on you. Okay. Okay, just turn face away and put your hands behind your back.
And I'm assuming has she been searched?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We got some tiny little rips here, so I'm just gonna make sure that.
And they label us and they don't do it again. I don't need to sentence me into anything. It's a one-time thing. I'll never kill again. I freaking waited 26 years to freaking kill one person. I hope that's the only person I ever have to kill. Because if it ever has to.
Nicholas, you stand up for me, please.
Yes, sure.
Let's go ahead and leave the blanket there. Stand here and face the wall for me.
Okay.
Right, hands to the small of your back.
Okay. What's going on, sir?
We're going to be moving you up to a different place. We're just going to hang out for a little bit, okay?
Okay, what's going on exactly, sir?
Well, I don't know, but we don't have a facility or appropriate place for you to sleep down here. So we're going to be just taking you up to a location where you're going to be able to relax. Okay, don't turn around for me, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. I was just...
Alright, can you separate your feet, please?
Yes.
Anything on you at all?
Nope.
Just need to perform a pat down and a search, okay?
Okay. I was hoping I would have gotten to see Gypsy one more time.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen tonight, okay?
Tonight, the thing is, sir, is that I know that this is gonna be a long wait for me.
Okay.
And that's the reason why I was hoping I would have gonna at least get to see her this one more time before the long wait
I
happens.
don't have it in my power to make that happen for you. So unfortunately, right now, just given the what's all going on, okay? Because it's still all in the works. We don't want you guys to talk, okay? Well, maybe down the road that might happen, but not right now, okay?
Oh, the other detective, I thought she was supposed to come back in here. All of a sudden, she's not coming back in, or?
She'll talk to you in the morning.
In the morning.
Yep.
Oh, she lied.
Yep. And just step out here for me.
Okay, we're driving.
Turn to the right.
The glaring discrepancy between the two interrogations, when put side by side, resembles a symphony of contradictions. Gypsy was sentenced to 10 years in prison, while Nicholas was sentenced to life in prison.
Is there anything you'd like to say before I pronounce sentence?
Maybe a little.
Yes, sir.
When this whole thing happened, like I've said it before in my statements, it's very much the truth, so I'll just say it again. When this whole thing happened, all I ever really wanted to be is Blanchard. That's all I ever wanted to be. I've never known what it was like to have a motherly love. I've never known what it's like to have a female connection. I've never known any of that. None of it. Because I've never known it, that's part of the reason why I strive so hard to get it. So much to the point where I don't even understand what it even feels like to have a female connection. It's missing. It's a missing link. It's always been a missing link. It's always been one. And that's the reason why, I guess, when I got so deep into this situation where I fell in love so deeply. They do say, and they've always said it, love is blind. They've always said that. Well, I'll admit it, I was blindly in love. That was always very much the case. It was always that way. So, I understand that you're a fair judge. I've heard it from both my attorneys. And all I ask is just for mercy, please.
Yes, what?
Mercy of any form. That's all I ask.